Hey everyone, welcome back to Risa Does Makeup. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite drugstore lip products. As most of you know, I am obsessed with all makeup, but I really love lip products. Lip pencils, lipsticks, lip stains, lip glosses. That is where I feel like I really overdo it. I buy a lot of lip products. And I find that lip products are one thing that you can find of really excellent quality at the drugstore. Now, I've said over and over that you can find great quality and poor quality at all price points. But when it comes to things like eyeshadows and blushes, I tend to go more high-end with those things. That's just my personal preference. Aside from Milani blushes, I haven't really found any drugstore blushes that really wowed me. And same thing with eyeshadow. I love the formulas and the textures and pigmentation of higher end eyeshadow palettes. But not that, again, that's not to say that there aren't good things to be found at the drugstore. I've done many videos dedicated to drugstore products, and anytime something, catches my eye, like a new Milani eyeshadow palette, I will definitely give it a try because I love a good high quality bargain as much as anyone else. But when it comes to the lip category, I live for the drugstore. I will walk into a Walgreens and I'll see a display of new lip colors from L'Oreal or Maybelline or NYX, and I definitely feel like I need to grab a couple of colors. So if you're interested in seeing what my favorite lip products from the drugstore are, and I'm gonna be showing you some of my favorite combos, then please keep on watching. So I'm going to start by using my #1 favorite drugstore lip liner. This is the NYX Lip Pencil in Natural. I feel that this shade goes with 95% of the colors that I wear perfectly. So I'm going to line with this. These are really affordable. Ulta often has them buy one, get one 50% off. They glide on really nicely. So this is natural, just on my lips with nothing else. So this is my #1 drugstore / affordable lip product pick. The second is this Pixi Matte Last liquid lipstick in matte beige. As far as liquid lipstick formulas go, this is one of my favorites. It is not nearly as drying as a lot of others out there on the market. This color works on a variety of skin tones. It is the perfect nude brown pink. It's not too brown that it looks muddy. It's not too nude that it washes you out. It gives me just the right amount of color. And as you can see, it works beautifully with the natural lip liner from NYX. And then one of my favorite new drugstore glosses, at least I think they're new. I only saw this for the first time at Ulta a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. It's the NYX Lip Lingerie Shimmer Gloss. I own several of the Lip Lingerie mattes that came out originally. NYX sent them to me a long time ago, and I don't really love that formula. Actually, I don't really like that formula at all. I find them to be very streaky and very drying, but this gloss is fantastic. I've only purchased one of the colors in the shimmer, and this one is called Bear With Me, and I've been putting this over everything. High and low end, drugstore, Tom Ford, you name it. I am putting this lip gloss on top because I just think it's perfect. I love the applicator. It's not too thick. It's not super sheer to where you're like thinking, why bother? It does have a little bit of a sweet smell that I'm not a huge fan of, but this is definitely one of my go-to lip combos lately. Now I've got to take it off so I can show you some others. You're definitely going to see a pattern here. I like to use a neutral lip liner and then go with a matte lipstick and then top it with a gloss. So for my next combo, I'm going to be using the Morphe Lip Pencil in Sweetheart. These pencils are about $8. I purchased mine from the Morphe store, but I'm pretty certain you can get them at Ulta as well. And they are really creamy. I love a creamy lip pencil, and I prefer a pencil versus a retractable. I just feel like they glide on easier. So this one does glide on very smoothly. This is actually the second lip liner I have owned from Morphe. I have another one called Love Bite, I think. I had originally gone in to purchase Sweet Tea because I know that's the shade that the Kardashian makeup artists, love them or hate them, I think that they, for the most part, have really pretty makeup. And their makeup artist uses the shade Sweet Tea. Makeup by L'Oreal, I believe, is the one who talks about it in his master classes. Anyway, I went to the store to purchase that one, but it's way, way, way too brown and dark for me. It just doesn't work. And instead, I picked up Love Bite the first time, and then the second time I went in and I picked up Sweetheart. So this is what Sweetheart looks like. It's a little bit browner, less pink than the NYX pencil in Natural. I do have one complaint about this pencil though. The cap does not seem to want to stay on. Next up, I'm using another really great liquid lipstick formula. This is from Maybelline. It's their Superstay Matte Ink. These stay on so well. One of my favorite colors is Poet. It's more of a peachy nude than the matte beige from Pixi, and you'll see that when I apply it. I also really like the applicator on this. It is similar to the one from Pixi. So here's Pixi and here's the Maybelline. The Pixi applicator is just on a slant, whereas this Maybelline goes straight up. So here is Maybelline's Poet Superstay Matte Ink with Morphe's Sweetheart Liner. It happens very rarely, but sometimes I do like to wear just a matte lip, so I'll leave it like this. But 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be putting a gloss on top. And a gloss formula, aside from this new NYX Lip Shimmer, Lingerie Shimmer, another formula I have really been loving probably for the last year, if not more, has been the Ultra Glossy Lips from Colourpop. Before Christmas, they had buy 3, get 2 free, or was it buy 3, get 1 free? I don't know, but I ordered a bunch because I love the formula. I love a really glossy lip, but I don't want them to be like too thick and sticky, and I don't find that these are. Some people might disagree, but I really, really like this formula a lot. I've spoken a lot about the shade Tight Fit, which I'm pretty sure I put in my 2018 favorite lipsticks video. But I've recently fallen in love with this shade called Lazy. I would describe it as a rose bronze shimmer. So I'm going to pop this on top of the Superstay and Poet. And then some other favorite drugstore lip products that I like to wear just on their own. Sometimes I'll put a lip liner with them, sometimes I won't. One of them is this Neutrogena Moisturizing Lip Balm SPF 20. This is in the shade Sunny Berry. So as you can see, it just twists up. And this is just a great natural everyday color. I just think this is so pretty. It has a little bit of shine. It's very comfortable on the lips, and it has your SPF. Another really nice natural looking shade that I like to wear on its own. Sometimes I'll add a lip liner, but I don't typically add a gloss to it. This is Bare Affair from Revlon. It's the Super Lustrous lipstick. So I think this one looks really great alone, but sometimes I will add this lip liner. It is from the brand Sorme, which isn't really drugstore. It's super affordable, but you do have to get them from a beauty supply store or from eBay, or I think I got mine on Amazon. I used to talk about these pencils a lot in my videos, and I know a lot of you purchase them and you love them too. And I've received a lot of questions recently asking, do you not use those lip liners anymore? I don't really hear you talking about them anymore. Well, the fact of the matter is I do. I do still use them. I might not be talking about them as much, but they will always be in my collection, my lip liner collection, because they're just so good. This shade is one of my favorites. It's called Babydoll, and it looks great with this Bare Affair. So this is Bare Affair from Revlon with Sorme's Babydoll. Okay, so I only have a couple more favorites to show you. One of them is a more recent find. This is the L'Oreal, I gotta look up what it's called because it doesn't say on here. It's the L'Oreal Rouge Signature Lightweight Matte Colored Ink, and this is in the shade Create. This is a very different consistency. It goes on very lightweight and yes, liquidy. Honestly, it feels a lot like the YSL lip stains. Very, very similar. And this is just such a pretty pink. Hopefully you can see that this has dried down to more of a matte finish. I probably should have put a lip liner on first before I did this, but you can always add lip liner after. In fact, sometimes I think that lip liner after makes it a little less harsh than applying it beforehand. This is actually something that I was told when I worked for Bobbi Brown years and years ago. She always recommended lining your lips afterwards so you can just sort of lightly drag the pencil around the borders of the lips. If you apply it first, you tend to go a little bit more heavy-handed. But when you're applying it just on the outer edge of the lipstick once it's already applied, it becomes less of a harsh line, and then when the products fade, they fade together, rather than having the lip color fade and then you're left with a dark lip liner, which is not very appealing to most people. And I forgot to mention what I was using. This is another Sorme lip pencil, this time in the shade Tease. So this is Tease and Create. And finally, I could not do a drugstore lip favorites without talking about the NYX Butter Glosses. I have almost every single color in this gloss. Some of my favorites are Fortune Cookie, and I would say Fortune Cookie and this one, Creme Brûlée, are my top two favorites. I'm gonna top this with Creme Brûlée. All right, there they are, my favorite drugstore lip products. As always, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, it would be great if you gave it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. Everything is under the name Risa Does Makeup. Thank you once again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.